What's up, everybody? It's Travel Lifestyle, and we're about to dive deep into the wild, wild world of Las Vegas. We're talking about the city that never sleeps, where the lights are always bright, the drinks are always flowing, and the scams, well, they're always lurking. Yeah, you heard me right. Vegas might be a playground, but it's also a minefield of tricks and traps designed to lighten your wallet. In this video, we're exposing the 15 worst scams and rip-offs that Vegas throws at unsuspecting tourists. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and get ready to outsmart Sin City. First up, let's talk timeshares. We've all seen those people usually hanging out in casinos or near tourist spots, promising you free show tickets, meals, even cash just for sitting through a quick presentation. Sounds tempting, right? Wrong. These presentations are notorious for their high-pressure sales tactics. They'll try to lock you in a room for hours, bombarding you with information and pressure to sign a contract you haven't had time to read, let alone understand. Trust me, the free stuff isn't worth the headache. My advice, just say no. Politely decline, keep walking, and enjoy the actual attractions Vegas has to offer. Next time you're strolling down the strip and a dazzling showgirl or a towering superhero asks for a photo, think twice before you say cheese. While some might be genuinely friendly, many street performers, especially the costume kind, see tourists as walking dollar signs. The scam? They'll happily pose for a picture, then demand an exorbitant tip, sometimes $20 or more. Refuse, and you might find yourself on the receiving end of some serious attitude. And remember, you're not obligated to pay for a photo you didn't agree to. If you're unsure, ask about the cost up front. Or better yet, snap your own photos of the Vegas scenery. It's free and a lot less stressful. Look, I love the thrill of a good casino as much as the next person, but even in these brightly lit dens of chance, you've got to keep your guard up. We're talking about card shuffling scams, folks. Some less reputable casinos, and I'm talking about the ones tucked away from the main strip, have been known to employ dealers who are masters of deception. They'll manipulate the deck, pull off sneaky shuffles, all to stack the odds in the house's favor. My 2 cents? Stick to the well-known, reputable casinos. Do your research, read reviews, and if a place feels off, trust your gut and walk away. Las Vegas is synonymous with world-class entertainment, but those sold-out shows, the ones everyone's dying to see, they're also a breeding ground for scammers. Fake tickets are a dime a dozen, especially from those shady characters lurking around venues. You hand over your hard-earned cash, get to the door, and bam, you're denied entry. Heartbreak, right? The solution? Simple. Buy your tickets from official sources. The venue's box office, the show's website, or authorized ticket vendors. Remember, if a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. We've all been there. You're in a new city, need some cash, and bam, those ATM fees hit you like a ton of bricks. Well, in Vegas, those fees can be even more brutal, sometimes as high as $10 per transaction. And don't even get me started on the hidden fees lurking in those casino and convenience store ATMs. So what's the play? Plan ahead. Withdraw a decent amount of cash before you hit the strip, and if you do need to use an ATM, opt for ones located in bank branches. Your wallet will thank you. Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest scams Vegas pulls. Resort fees. You find an amazing hotel deal online, book it thinking you've scored big time, only to be slapped with these ridiculous daily fees at checkout. They'll tell you it covers Wi-Fi, gym access, maybe even local calls, but let's be real, who even uses a hotel phone anymore? The worst part, these fees are often mandatory, even if you don't use any of the amenities. My advice, always, and I mean always, check for resort fees before you hit that booking button. Read the fine print, people. Cabs are a fact of life when you're in a new city, but in Vegas, they can be a gamble. Taxi long hauling is a classic scam where drivers take you on a longer route, racking up the fare, especially if they sense you're a tourist. So, how do you avoid becoming a victim? Knowledge is power. Familiarize yourself with the general direction and distance to your destination. Use a map app on your phone, and if you suspect you're being taken for a ride, don't be afraid to speak up. Sometimes just showing the driver you're aware is enough to keep them honest. Las Vegas nightlife is legendary, but those promoters swarming the strip, promising you VIP access to the hottest clubs. Yeah, they're often selling you a dream that quickly turns into a nightmare when you're stuck outside with a fake pass. These passes rarely guarantee entry, let alone skip the line privileges. Don't fall for it. If you're looking to experience the best of Vegas nightlife, buy tickets directly from the club or reputable online platforms. Trust me, it's worth it to avoid the disappointment and potential confrontation. You're walking down Fremont Street, the energy is electric, and you stumble upon a group huddled around a table, seemingly winning big. It's tempting, I know. But trust me, those street gambling games are rigged. Shell games, three-card Monte, you name it, they're all designed to separate you from your money. The operators are masters of sleight of hand and distraction. Remember, in Vegas, the house always wins, and on the street, the scammer does too. Walk on by, enjoy the spectacle, but keep your cash in your pocket. Chapter 10. Free drinks while you're gambling. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, in Vegas, nothing is ever truly free. Those complimentary cocktails flowing through the casinos are a clever tactic to keep you glued to the slots or tables. The longer you play, the more you drink, the more likely you are to make impulsive bets and lose track of your spending. And don't forget about tipping the cocktail servers. That's expected too. Enjoy a drink or two by all means, but remember, moderation is key. Those free drinks can quickly add up to a hefty tab, both literally and figuratively. Chapter 11. Casinos love to reward their loyal players with comped meals. And hey, who doesn't love a free dinner? But before you start celebrating, remember there's often a catch. You might need to earn a certain number of points through gambling. Or the comp might only cover a portion of the meal, leaving you with a surprisingly large bill for drinks and gratuity. Always, and I mean always, ask for the details before accepting a comped offer. Don't be afraid to ask questions and understand the true cost. Remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch, especially in Vegas. Chapter 12. Buying tickets from scalpers. Outside a venue might seem like a convenient option, but it's a risky game you don't want to play. These guys are notorious for selling counterfeit tickets or tickets that have already been used, leaving you stranded and out of pocket. The only surefire way to guarantee your entry is to buy tickets from official sources, the venue's box office, the show's website, or authorized ticket vendors. It might require a bit more planning, but trust me, it's worth it to avoid the disappointment and potential confrontation at the door. Las Vegas is a shopper's paradise, but those unbelievably cheap designer bags, watches, and sunglasses you find on street corners or in shady shops, yeah, they're almost always too good to be true. Counterfeit goods are rampant in Vegas. And while it might be tempting to snag a bargain, remember, you're supporting an illegal industry and ultimately ending up with a poorly made knockoff. If you're looking for the real deal, stick to authorized retailers and department stores. Your wardrobe will thank you. Those glamorous showgirls and larger-than-life street performers are iconic symbols of Las Vegas, and snapping a photo with them seems like a must-do for many tourists. However, be warned, some of these performers, especially those operating independently, are known to demand exorbitant tips after a photo op. We're talking $20, $50, even more. And if you refuse to pay up, things can get ugly fast. The solution? Simple. Before you even pose for a picture, ask about the cost. That way you can decide if the photo op is worth the price tag or walk away without any unpleasant surprises. After an epic trip to Vegas, the last thing you want is to start your journey home on a sour note. But airport shuttle scams are a real thing, and unsuspecting travelers often fall prey to their tactics. Some companies advertise low rates but then slam you with hidden fees for luggage, waiting time, or even tolls. Others might take longer routes to inflate the fare. The best way to avoid these scams is to do your research. Book with reputable shuttle companies, confirm the total cost up front, and read reviews from previous customers. A little bit of planning can save you a lot of hassle and money in the long run. So there you have it, folks. 15 of the worst scams and rip-offs lurking in the glittering streets of Las Vegas. Remember, knowledge is power. By being aware of these common tricks, you can protect your wallet, avoid unnecessary stress, and focus on enjoying all the amazing things this city has to offer. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Travel Lifestyle for more travel tips and adventures, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future content. Stay safe, stay savvy, and keep exploring.